What is going on, Holotable Heroes, and welcome back to another Galaxy of Heroes video with me, your bald-headed boy, Scribble. I hope you guys are doing great. It is Monday morning, and we have got Trench coming right off that bench for this Galactic Challenge. Today's Galactic Challenge really is a bit of a doozy. We are facing off against Trench on Camino, and this Trench actually hits like an absolute nuke. The global modifier is basic training. Whenever a character in the leader slot ends their turn, all allies are going to gain a stack of morale, which can't be copied, dispelled, or resisted. What does morale do? It gives us stacking crit damage, defense, max health, potency, and tenacity per stack. Whenever we deal certain bits of damage, we're going to steal morale, defeat people, steal morale, all this sort of good bit. It's a whole trip. It's a whole trip, I tell you. So we've got Humble Strikes, which is benefits for our Jedi. It lets us do lots of nice little things, such as if we get any buffs that are dispelled or expire during our turn or using our ability, then we're all going to gain advantage and ramp up crit damage until the end of battle. Means we do hit real hard. The enemy has got malicious minions, which means it's got that really annoying droidica at the start of battle. It's not a droidica, sorry, sniper droid. At the start of battle, that will one-shot a unit in about 3 turns. It sucks, it really does. Feats then, we need to win with a full team of Jedi units. We also need to complete the battle after attacking out of turn 20 or more times, and we need to complete the battle after gaining taunt 5 times. Alright, smashing. Let's break it down. So the first battle, of course, I'm going to do no GLs starting off. Now, I understand this does use a lot of legendary characters and that sort of thing, but it is quite a difficult GAC this time, guys. I'm very, very sorry to say. If you've got Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, do recommend using him instead of the likes of Hermit Yoda, but Hermit Yoda will do fine if you don't have him. So what do we want to do, guys? There's 2 things that we need to do. 1, we need to try and kill Trench very quickly. 2, we also need to try and get rid of that droidica very quickly because he will just one-shot. So it really depends on how the opener goes. Do you lose a unit? Do you go out and you know, whatever happens, right? If you can, take out the sniper droid. We're going to use the Jedi Knight Luke's leadership ability over here. The problem with this is it is going to make Trench just go a little bit nutty. So if we can land days on Trench, which we can't, then that would be nice, but we can't. Right, so I'm going to place Master's Training on Gas. After you got rid of the sniper droid, 100% you have got to deal with Trench. So let's direct focus him. Let's focus him down as hard as possible. All the mass assists in the world is what we want. And if you can take away his protection, generally speaking, you're going to be okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pass this turn back to Gas, because Gas is absolutely going to wreck Trench. If you get to this point, you are looking so pretty, and we're going to go after Wat Tambor, okay? If we get rid of Wat Tambor, then the enemy cannot revive, which is exactly what we want to have happen. So, let's get rid of him. How dare you stun my glass? There we go, we can just flip it on back and reverse it. How dare you do stuff and things? I'm going to go over here and target Count Dooku. We're going to go ahead and throw Days out. No countering for you. Calling in Gas. This will easily get your attacks out of turn, obviously. GK is a reactive taunter. He is a reactive taunter, so if they crit you, you should be gaining taunts. So you might need to slow it down just a little bit. Once it's come down to a position like this, you're looking kind of pretty. Let's just see if we can get those 5 taunts. Should be okay to do it. And of course, the Daze is going to be stopping them. So just going to basic over here. That's just basic. Just try and keep these people alive, just a little bit at least, just a little bit so that they can actually deal some damage to us. We want to try and trigger those taunts when you can. I'm not going to do anything further here, just going to basic with Gas. we are going to ramp up so much damage as well. There we go, that's an extra taunt. That's what we're looking for. Nuke coming back out on the field. Let's just basic over here. Yeah, Django's bitten it once. Oh, he's so dead. Kablamo. Now, I don't know if we actually hit all the taunts, but I have had this work in the past when the battle has taken just a little bit longer, so you might get some luck there. So I'm just going to finish this one off. There we go. Easy attacks out of turns. The opener is the RNG, guys. It really depends on where does the tech go, what do the abilities the enemy use, but after a couple of attempts, you should get it right. I do find Luke is better than a Jedi Knight Revan lead here, okay? Now, if you're a lucky sausage that has got Galactic Legends, I will go over 2 Galactic Legends teams. First is with JML. JML is obviously going to be taunting all the flipping time, basically, and is surprisingly easy. What you want to do is use his first special first in the opener, because what that's going to do is it is going to place Daze on Trench, so we can quite happily attack whoever we like and not have to worry about the enemy Trench gaining bonus turn meter. Okay, so let's go ahead and flip this on back and reverse it. I think I'm just going to pass it over to JML right now. Wonderful. And then I'm just going to do a nice AoE, nice little bop over here. Let's get the enemy stunned. And then I'm just going to call in Cal because he can attack under protection. Call in Cal because he can attack under protection. Wonderful. Now, again, you do want to get rid of that sniper droid because it can ignore taunt when it goes for that hit. That can insta-kill, and we do not want him being able to do that. So I'm just going to call in Cal all the time here. Let's direct focus the sniper droid. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. After you've gotten rid of him, you do want to start going in for Trench himself. Now, you may not be able to target Trench because he might be stealthed, but generally speaking, as soon as you can go for him, I highly recommend it. All right, let's pass this turn back over to... Let's go to Gas, actually. Let's go to Gas. Gas loves it. Just get rid of Django once here, maybe. Nope, not quite. Get rid of Django once. Wonderful, wonderful. Now we can get rid of Trench, which is great. I'm going to get rid of that extortion from Newt. There goes Django. We do want to cleanse off that shock as well. So we can obviously immediately yeet out Trench here. If you do need to, you know, drag out the battle so that JML taunts a couple more times, do so. But otherwise, just yeet out that Trench. This is why Gen like Cal Kestis is so very useful. And then we'll get rid of Wat Tambor. Let's just call in Gas, and honestly, at this point, you could probably just put it on full auto. Full auto and just have some fun with it, guys, because it's JML. Ultimately, it is a GL. And then we'll just wait it on out. I'm sure we're not going to have any issues here clearing through the rest of these guys. There goes Dooku. Newt has gone as well. Absolutely fantastic. That's easy attacks out of turn. All the coining that you're doing is, you know, just... always giving you attacks out of turn. Gas always attacks out of turn every time he does a move, so super easy. Now, we can also do it with JMK, obviously. So let's go Galactic Republic. Obviously, can't use Cat here, but just take in some pretty strong characters. I would recommend, if you can, to take in Ki-Adi-Mundi, because he is going to massively increase the damage. And again, we'll take in General Kenobi over here. General Kenobi, very, very useful guy, obviously, because he's going to be pre-taunting for us. And we can... oh, wrong move. Once again, you want to get rid of the sniper droid. Let's put the damage immunity on Kenobi. Damage immune taunting tank is always kind of nice. And then we just want to get rid of that sniper droid before he gets enough stacks of charge to kill us. So AoE here. AoE, sorry, I mean a nice little poke from Cam is what I actually meant. Now, unfortunately, we can't get through to the sniper droid at the moment because he's stealthed. But hopefully, in not too long of a time, we'll be able to get to him. See if we can get an AoE bit. Oh yes, we got the daze on everybody pretty much. That's wonderful. Like I said, once you can get rid of that sniper droid, go for him so he can't do anything nasty to you. Go to ult. You know, obviously the attacks out of turn here are going to be phenomenal. And then get rid of Trench. And, like, GK is basically perma-taunting every single turn, so you'll easily get that, and we're just going to put it on full auto from here, because honestly, it's going to be pretty hard to lose with a team like this. There's a lot of damage, even without Cat, thanks to, in this case, Ki-Adi-Mundi passing that Jedi Council benefit, because we're all Galactic Republic Jedi here, so it makes it a lot easier. You can revive Trench. I don't think it's actually going to help him too much, because they're dropping rather quickly. Almost like flies, you could say. There they go again, and our crit damage ramping so hard at the moment, thanks to the global modifier. Alrighty, so we're about to finish up here against Newt, and we're going to move on to other ways of getting some of these feats done. Attacks out of turn then. CLS is actually pretty good with this. It might take you a couple of attempts to work around the RNG, but generally speaking, if you've got some decent damage on your team, you're going to be okay. Alright, so what you want to do is just go ahead and stun Trench at the start. This is where it comes down to, if you get stunned after this in that opening move by Sniper Droid, it sucks. So he has to target one of the guarded allies. After that, we want to go full send on Admiral Trench. Literally hit him as hard as you possibly can. Just try to clean through him as quickly as possible. Let's see. I'm actually just going to plow into that guy just for a moment here. Let's have a look, let's have a look, let's have a look. Yeah, after this, get rid of Trench. Ooh, this is tempting. This is very tempting. Who should we go in for here? Let's just do a mass assist on Dooku. Wonderful. And then get rid of the sniper droid. And also, I'll just get some extra translation, get rid of Dooku. Wonderful, we are looking good here. Now, if we can control Wat Tambor before he gets that revive off. Fortunately, he's got Dooku, not Trench. That's actually really useful. I'm going to get confusion on Dooku. And then all in on Trench just to get rid of him, hopefully. Blinding is obviously great. Can we stun on Dooku? Oh, we can just take him out completely. And from here, you should be pretty much okay. Now, it might take you a couple of attempts to get this RNG to fall into place, guys, but it can certainly work. Let's see. Try and control people as much as possible. Let's call in as many people to assist as we can. unfortunately, that Django's burning does prevent us from gaining turn meter, which is really, really frustrating. Stop burning us, Django, you big dingus. And then it's full send then on Nuke Gunray. Alright, and that should easily get your attacks out of turn. Obviously, it is RNG based. If you get that kill order right, if you don't happen to get stunned at the start, it's usually okay. And the final team that will be able to get all of the feats done apart from full Jedi is going to be a full Gungans team. Now you could try this without Jar Jar Binks, but I think even with a 4-man team, it's not going to go particularly well for you. Gungans are just really good against Separatists, guys. They're really good against Separatists, and you don't have to worry so much about Droidica, because he cannot insta-kill you with Jar Jar, I believe. I might be wrong on that, actually. It might only be in GAC. But anyway, let's just focus on getting rid of Admiral Trench at the start. If you happen to kill him with an attacker, with an attack out of turn as well, that's going to make your job even easier, because, of course, they won't be able to revive if you happen to have the, I want to say it's Boomadir Zeta. Alright, let's just go full send over here. And flip it on back and reverse it. You'll also get the taunts, obviously, because Phalanx will be taunting quite frequently against this team. And you've got means of reapplying it with Boss Nass as well. Yeah, it looks like that insta-kill is not working for them at all. Honestly, we could probably just put this on full auto with Gungans, and you'll get most of the feats. You'll get lots of the attacks out of turn thanks to Jar Jar, of course, as you can see. But you'll also get the taunts from Phalanx, and you should be able to shred through relatively easily. Lots of AoE damage here, lots of control as well. So I know this is a very exclusive team as well, guys. Gungans aren't exactly a new team, but unfortunately sometimes these Galactic challenges are just a little bit iffy. Just a little bit iffy. Hopefully you'll have a decent Jedi team that can get most of these feats done regardless. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is about doing it for today's episode of Galactically Challenged. Make sure you do like and subscribe if you haven't already, and a huge shout out to my wonderful patrons. Thank you so much for supporting the tribe. I will see you all in the very next video. Peace out, and may the Force be with you.